That being said, for extra, missing a hand, apparently still does not have his vision completely back. I do believe a large percentage of it is back, and that he's not going to be living his life as a blind man, which is, to be honest with you, we find out that he blew his hand off. 40 minutes later, they're telling me he's blind. I spent many hours thinking that he was blind and missing a hand before I was finally assured that, to some extent, his vision is coming back.
Well,
So
is the blindness caused by the explosion, or was it like, or is that more like a trauma reaction that the body just
no,
had?
it was the explosion. From what I heard, he was actually in the car and he was lighting the firework, about to throw it out the window.
Been thugging it out through the mud with this YouTube shit, man. Scoop really been on this shit, man.
That Gastoni nigga been on it. Hey.
Yo, what's good, YouTube, man? This your boy BT Scoop, and I'm back at y'all with another reaction video, man. But before we get into this reaction video, if you're new to the channel, go down there and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and turn on the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video. And as y'all seen by the intro, man, we got Adam22, man. Seems like he, you know what I'm saying, he's worried about 4 extras and his future, man. To me, that's what it seems like, man. And I feel like Adam22 is sincere at this moment, bro. And he been getting a whole lot of backlash about him only giving 4 extras $1,000 in his GoFundMe. Well, he didn't get to talk about that, but he does talk about 4 extra in his incident, and you know what I'm saying, like how 4 extra is gonna be after the incident. You know what I'm saying? And if he's gonna be a no jumper or not, that's all we all concerned about that situation too. Well, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into this reaction video. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Let's go.
I have joined the news because, let's be real, something happened over the weekend that was worse than 10 9/11s.
Damn.
It was worse than 100 bombings of the Israeli nuclear sites. No, sorry, Iranian. I already just, okay. 4 extra blew his hand off. And obviously, this was an extremely viral thing to have taken place. In particular, I think because of the fact that he has essentially built his entire name off of, threatening violence, saying that he wanted to pack people out, claiming that he won 10 fights in a row in jail. He never claimed that he put a carrot in his butt, but we all kind of, or in someone else's butt. We all kind of know that he probably did. And it took the internet by storm. And it was even crazier that it was 4th of July weekend.
As sarcastic as Adam sounding right now, I'm not gonna do too much stopping, fellas. I promise you, I'm gonna let it roll. But as sarcastic as Adam sounds right now, I just think he's just a sarcastic person. I really think he really, you know what I'm saying, care about 4 extras at this moment, bro, to be real with you. But let's keep this thing going, man. I want y'all to leave in the comment section and let me know, do y'all think Adam is just being sarcastic right now, or do y'all think he's being serious about how serious this situation is?
And it was, everybody had plenty of time on the internet. Everybody's looking at their phones, hanging out with their families. No jumper host of all time, many would say, was now a man without a hand. And there were a lot of insensitive reactions to it that I'm sure we all saw. It was hard not to acknowledge the hypocrisy of the fact that many of us in this room, particularly this couch, have spent a lot of oxygen making fun of other people who are missing limbs.
It happens.
It's a hip-hop thing. I'm just going to blame it on that. That being said, 4 extra, missing a hand, apparently still does not have his vision completely back. I do believe a large percentage of it is back, and that he's not going to be living his life as a blind man, which is, to be honest with you, we find out that he blew his hand off. 40 minutes later, they're telling me he's blind. I spent many hours thinking that he was blind and missing a hand.
See, I didn't know he went blind too. They say he lit it up in a car. Hey man, just like he say, he looking Adam22 looking at it like it's an internal thing. You know, we done made fun about other people in different podcasts about their limbs and stuff. He was like, hey, we took a blow this time. He looking at it just like, to me, I think he gonna keep for us. He gonna use that little nub to get some money. I promise you. But let's keep it going. Not trying to be funny, but it's all content based. You know what I'm saying? It's for real. I'm trying to tell you.
Before I was finally assured that, to some extent, his vision is coming back. So
Well, is the blindness caused by the explosion, or was it like, or is that more like a trauma reaction that
likely.
the body just
no,
had?
it was the explosion. From what I heard, he was actually in the car and he was lighting the firework, about to throw it out the window, and his homie was driving, and that's why his homie, I think, may have lost an ear, this part of his face, and an eye. Now, I'm not even 100% sure who the friend is. I don't know if it's somebody that he's ever like brought to the office or somebody that I've ever spent time around. But and then in addition, for extra, I think it being, contained was probably worse for whatever happened to his vision, because of the fact that they were in a car, and I guess the window was probably down, but the roof and everything is going to kind of contain the blow.
Man, I bet you that jump felt like a gunshot, man. In a car impact, and it just, you light it and it blows, bro. I got a pack of M60s after I heard this right here, bro. I had told my kids, I got a whole lot of kids, so went and got them little fountains for them. So I went and got some, you know what I'm saying, something that'll make some noise too. But I was gonna do that on Saturday, you know what I'm saying, because I had to go to work that next morning, Saturday morning. When I got off, I was gonna shoot them off. I seen 4 extras in this incident. I said, man, I wouldn't dare light no M60 right now. But let's keep it going.
I don't know. I mean, I'm taken aback. Like last night, because I was in Palm Springs for 4 days away on a little vacation with the family, right? And so I didn't have any weed. I just had a little tiny weed pen. I forgot my spliffs. When I get home last night at like 10, I smoke a spliff. I get really, really, really high. Then I go and I lay in bed, and my high brain was just so overwhelmed by the fact that this is our reality. Like how, like already being such a famous gang member, a famous icon in this space, somebody that the people are so intrigued by, they'll just click on hearing him talk about so many different things. And now to know that a large part of his claim to fame is gone. I mean,
hey, do that sound like Adam22 is really concerned about his friend? I want y'all to let me know. Do y'all think he's really concerned? I think that's his homie, bro. A lot of people would say, oh man, he just doing it, you know what I'm saying? He worried about the content and things like that. That may be the case, but I also think that they grew a relationship with each other. You can call me what you want. I'm just calling it how I see it, man. And like I say, I just feel like Adam is sarcastic and not nonchalant, just man, I don't like he really don't care. But you just heard what he just said, man. He got super high. Only thing that was running in his brain is like, dang, how could this? You know what I'm saying? This can't be reality. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you think it got something to do with 607? Y'all let me know in the comments, man.
I honestly kind of feel like I just lack the words to even describe how crazy and shitty and messed up the situation is,
Have you spoke to him?
I have not. I sent him a voice note. I've been speaking to Lupe. It's like a group chat with me, Lupe, and Whack and Remo that has been kind of our main way that we've been finding stuff out. I know Remo's hopped on the phone with Lupe a couple times, but I have not actually spoken to him, although I offered to go to the hospital this morning and was told that he's not going to be having guests at this time. And then I did see Kevin Gates there. So that was that was a
Shows
little,
you where you stand.
that was a little troubling. No, and
That was like a day ago.
that was like yesterday. The same.
Yeah.
I offered to come today, but anyway, like Whack was in the group chat, so Whack was tripping on Lupe, like, how dare you let Kevin Gates go there and Adam can't go there? I'm like,
Well, I don't know what them politics are, but I did see Kevin Gates in there with 4 extras. And do y'all think Wack 100 got a point? Like, how you let Kevin Gates come in here and not your boss, man? And I'm thinking, Adam is his friend too. And Kevin Gates, I guess he's a celebrity. That's numbers for, more recognition for 4 extra. That's how 4 extras probably look. But I'm pretty sure Adam22 will get to holler at 4 extra though. But y'all let me know, do y'all think Wack 100 got an argument with that though? How in the world you let Kevin Gates come up here, but not your not Adam22, the guy that put money in your pocket?
damn, I wouldn't have even thought to raise a stink about that. But I guess we might as well go around the room. What are your thoughts on 4 extra now being without a hand?
Well, obviously there's like this the elephant in the room is the whole poetic aspect about it. You know what I mean? Like, this is the guy that has been, what from people's perspective, kind of bullying people with the threat of his hand. You know what I mean? He's never imposed that threat on me. He's always been super kind to me. You know what I mean? Nice guy, dope person, horrible.
I really don't think 4 extra cross a mud joke unless you disrespect him. Just to be real with you, man. Anybody y'all ever seen he done got rowdy with on this internet probably done did something to disrespect him. You know what I'm saying? And probably that's how he treat his enemies. You disrespect him, you know what I'm saying? You any way, shape, form, he own you. That's just how 4 extras is. And as you seen or heard what Lush just said, he ain't did nothing to oppose a threat to me. That's because Lush got respect. He know better, to be real with you, but let's go, man.
Thing to happen, but just the fact that this is a guy known for his hands, instilling fear, had the whole incident with Unc, you know what I mean?
And when there was a thumbnail that had him standing up next to Unc with a red circle around his hand. Never have I ever felt more like I'm living in a simulation.
Yeah, no, it's like, that was my first takeaway beyond anything else, is like, No Jumper is not real. There's no possible way that 4 extra lost his hand. There's no way that I do a podcast with Munchie every Tuesday and Ralphie the Plug every Friday. There's no way that's actually a thing.
He lost Adam. Adam was talking about the similar. I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I can't read minds, but the way Adam looked, my fault, but the way Adam looked after, you know what I'm saying, Lush continued his conversation, I'm like, nah, I wasn't really talking about that. I'm thinking Adam is thinking about 607 and the things that 607 does. And this happened to him after that situation that took place with 607 Uncle 4 Extra. That's what I'm thinking Adam thinking about. But Adam looked like Teddy off of Snowfall, man.
You know what I mean? There's no way any of this is real. It's not real. I don't believe it.
I mean, so did it really burn fast, or was he holding in the car trying to throw it at the right spot and just held it too long?
They're saying that
throw it and it bounced back, or
they're saying it was a dirty batch and they were going a lot quicker than expected.
We have any other situations with dirty batches this weekend in LA?
So per my understanding, in that like group of friends, there was 3 different incidents where
it went off too quickly.
Wow.
Where it went off too quickly.
Really?
Yeah. So that wasn't the even within those guys hanging out.
I am
Because my homie's
hesitant
cousin was with them all day.
I've seen a lot of people pushing a conspiracy theory that like the Mexicans are trying to take the blacks out by selling them faulty fireworks. I feel like that's far too much of a leap to a conclusion that
Crazy work.
based without evidence, it just seems like kind of an absurd claim to
No,
make.
but to the masses is crazy. Now, like, oh, I don't like this guy, sell him this box. Maybe, but we're gonna sell all these, and we're only gonna get a couple incidences.
Yeah, and we're gonna take out our rival race by blowing off their appendages.
I've seen a lot of
Seems unlikely.
I've seen a lot of pictures similar to the faux extras one, and it's normally a Mexican in the picture. You feel me? Like they get in the most, like, because they're the fireworks plug. You feel
Or a
me?
trailer park white guy.
Or a trailer park white guy, 1,000%.
One of the two.
Yeah, yeah. You is not normally like a South Central gang member, but like at the end of the day, I feel like people are just being super insensitive about it, and I get it. And I feel like the groups of people that people are going to be the most insensitive towards in situations like this are gang members, rappers, and podcasters. And he happens to check all three boxes.
But for the most part, the ones that he really had beef with, like, didn't really say anything crazy, right? Like Jap 5 and a few
Jap
other
5 was
ones.
respectful about it, yeah. But
It's
then
the
somebody
other
like
people-
X4 couldn't bring himself to
No, he
be
did,
chill
for
about
sure.
it. But then, like, you know, Munchie B in our group chat kind of made it clear that he wasn't really playing.
Well, speak to the Munchie B situation. Munchie B done said something, and he done called heat back from it. But Munchie B is basically telling him, hey, look, man, I lost, you know what I'm saying? I lost a limb, you know what I'm saying? I lost my eyesight. This part of the game, bro. You can't tap out now just because you lose your hand. You know what I'm saying? You got to stick with it. If you drop out, bro, you ain't respected no more. That's what Munchie B telling him. Munchie B ain't really go crazy on it. He cracked a couple of little knock jokes, but it wasn't nothing serious. But this all took place before Munchie B. This news right here took place before Munchie B made that video though. So I'm pretty sure Adam done seen it now.
On joking about it or anything like that. But then meanwhile, somebody like T-Rail, who again is missing an appendage of his own, he had a bunch of jokes that he made about it and everything. I mean, and that was part of it too, is like, there's a lot of people who seem like they probably would not have dissed him in a world in which he had his right arm. But now that his fist is gone, people are,
That's crazy.
you know, seemingly much more open to making jokes about it, which I've seen a lot of people saying is very, very cowardly.
No, if you wanted to find him, Vernon to Western to Fig, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if you wanted
feel
to
me?
find him,
30s to the hundreds.
right?
If the shoe was on the other foot and another guy that, you know, say, 4 extras don't really rock with like that, a motherfucker lose a limb, man, I'm pretty sure just they be on camera for content, 4 extras will crack a joke, bro. So he got to understand it, you know. I think it's too early for people to just be going crazy on it, but it is part of this internet, bro. You got to, you know what I'm saying? It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
You know where he at.
I feel like Brandon's going to have like a...
Break it down, Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon's going to tell us why.
What's the nuanced take?
Smart guy, my boy.
There's no nuanced take. Just basically, like between 9 and 12,000 incidents happened with fireworks or munitions, is what he had, like explosive, going off premature.
Them M80s ain't no joke, and that's my boy Brandon right there, the smartest one in the room, as he say. Let's go.
On the 4th of July nationally. What's going on there, to just like really shed some light on it? Basically, it's the way they're storing it. There are M1000s. They're stored in like
Thought they was
cases.
M80s.
Some may have gunpowder actually leaking out of them. And if that gets on like the wick that you light, it causes it to disintegrate instantly versus a slow burn like it's supposed to. You're supposed to light the end, it slowly burns down, and you get about 30 seconds before it goes off.
Yeah, all the videos I watched, it took a while for them to go off.
I went and watched a bunch of videos too. And so, and the way you're supposed to do that is you're supposed to put it on the ground, then light it, then move out of the way. Even the way 4 extras was handling the explosive, keeping them in his hands. No, God, they probably were falling on the ground, picking them back up, you know, all this stuff. It just was a recipe for disaster. Anytime you're trying to throw that stuff, you're not supposed to throw it. You know, even when you watch them blow up mines and stuff, they are far away already. And then it blows up. So it's just ignorance, you know what I'm saying? Like not really understanding what he was dealing with.
But it may have been faulty as well.
No, I'm saying
Yeah, that's why it was faulty,
I don't-
essentially, right?
I don't think M1000 was faulty in itself, I believe that these things are not being stored properly. The people who are selling these things, they're getting them, they're throwing them in their trunk, and then they're just selling them to the community with no safety. But
you gotta respect that too. It's like a gun, bro. Like you can't just think it's a toy. I'm gonna go have fun. Like you gotta have a level of respect for those too.
No, straight. What
know,
about
for
right
sure.
beforehand? Like
That's the
like
craziest
literally
part,
the
bro.
first. It's like a few moments later. The first clip was him being like, "I'm gonna blow him up with this shit." Like, where the ops at? Da, 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 da. Like,
I
but
feel
what-
like that's crazy.
and in reality, like we know faux extras about that life. I'm not saying he's.
But he's f***ing around when he says,
Oh, 100%.
I'm gonna go blow somebody's head off with this or whatever.
Yes.
It's like
about
he's,
what
yes.
life?
well, like
He's
as
a
far-
fader, not a shooter.
All right, man, we gonna cut that off right there, man. As y'all see though, man, Adam seems to, you know what I'm saying, seems to have some type of concern and feel for extras, man, because Lush just tried to, you know what I'm saying, run a little play right there saying that we all know he's about that life. He was just, a few moments later, he had them M80s or M1000s in his hand and going to, you know what I'm saying, going to go throw him in somebody's yard, going to go bomb something. Adam jumped in there like, hey, man, he's really, you know what I'm saying, he's not really going to talk about doing that. That's just a figure of speech, you know what I'm saying? But I want y'all to get in the comment section, though, man, and let me know, man, do y'all feel like Adam22 has a sincerely concern for extras and for extras only, or do y'all think it's for the numbers and the content? Do y'all think he's keeping up with him just for the numbers and the content? I want y'all to get in that comment section to let me know. And if you're new to the channel, go down there and smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video. And don't forget to follow me on all social media platforms at BT School TV. I'm out.